Left.
Hi.
Hiya. Just want to throw things back to the last fight. It was super short notice, opponent change, undefeated LFA champion stepping in there, gave you a really tough fight. How, as you look back on that, how satisfying was it to be able to take such a difficult assignment on next to no notice and still come through and get the win?
It's just another test, a bit more experience. I've never done that before. Fighting somebody on a week's notice, like you said, change of opponent. It's just more experience, like I said, and he's a tough guy, and I got through the test. And
it's another tricky one this weekend in Josh Culibao, a very tough competitor. What do you make of him as a fighter, and how do you feel your skills line up against his?
He's a solid fighter. He's only lost one in the UFC, and that was a short notice against the lightweight. So I respect his skills. I know he's good. I know it's going to be a tough test, but I'm up for the test, man. And I've trained hard for this. And I feel like skill for skill, we're similar strikers, similar setups and whatnot. And so it make a good fight.
Do you think this is the fight that's really going to start to build some momentum for you? There's been a few little false starts here and there, fights falling through, periods of inactivity, all the rest of it. Is this now where Lerone Murphy really starts to make a statement?
Well, I hope so. I hope so. That's the plan. That's why I took the fight so soon after the last one, back-to-back camps. For me, I feel like activity is key to get active. So a big win here on Saturday night, and yeah, the momentum gets going.
What's the most likely path to victory for you, do you think?
I could knock out.
Like it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Lerone, you're, undefeated fighter, 4-fight win streak. What do you need to do to get a ranked opponent? Is this the fight that gets you the ranked opponent? And, do you know if there's been situations where ranked opponents have declined to fight you or anything? Is it just that featherweight's such a stacked division?
Yeah, you just said it. Featherweight's a stacked division, and I feel like I need a solid performance to get that shot there. I don't think they can deny me after this fight. I think for sure I'll get a top 15 opponent with a big win here on Saturday night.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Lerone, we just had Nathaniel Wood in here. I know you two had a little bit of what he says was a heated debate in the hotel. Can you give us your take on what happened?
I don't think it was a heated debate. It's just a conversation. For me, it's just like we had back and forth on the internet, and I think it was important to bring that to reality and speak about it face to face, like men.
Is there any animosity between you two?
Nah, that's just like everyone's saying, "Oh, there's some beef, Nothing. If it was a beef, something would have happened there and then. It's just a disagreement, really.
And he said that you both said things to each other over Twitter, like you mentioned. He said something about you saying something to him that perhaps he could get lawyers involved in. I don't know if you know what that could be.
What could he have? Oh my God. This is what I'm saying. He's playing the victim. He wants to call me out. I was only responding to everything he said. So I know what he's going to say. Obviously, it's about the mental health thing or something. But basically, he posted something about me saying, "Oh, I'm mentally weak because I don't like to get in ice baths." And I'm like, "Don't you take medication for your mental health? How can I be mentally weak? You can't call people mentally weak." Do you get what I'm saying? So that's all I said. So you can't be calling out lawyers and all that. I thought he's supposed to be a fighter.
Do you see this as a future fight between you and him? I think he's quite keen to perhaps do this as perhaps a main event for London somewhere down the line. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. If we both keep winning and it makes sense, yeah, of course. I'd love to beat him up.
How do you think that fight would go down?
You know how it'll go down. Finish, for sure, 100%. Within 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.